Okay, I want to quickly highlight maybe a bug um, in Google Sheets that I discovered that I ran into. And this is a problem, I think it's a problem that only exists in Google Sheets and not Microsoft Excel. So first, let me highlight the problem. So in a previous step, you designed a histogram and you created this frequency distribution table using, this number of classes, each class being this wide and with a certain starting point. And we created this frequency column using this frequency function. Okay, and this works correctly. Now, what you're going to be learning here in this step is how to make a histogram based off of your data. Okay. However, the problem is that the frequencies for each of these classes in the histogram doesn't always match with the frequencies in this table. And I believe that they should. In Microsoft Excel, these frequencies here in the table equal the frequencies in the histogram. Okay, so in Microsoft Excel, this is not a problem, but in Google Sheets, it is. So let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. So, here we've got the table where every item, every frequency here in each class has been calculated using the frequency function. So if I click, let's see. Oh yeah, if I click up here, it says equals frequency, and I've got my data and then where I want the output to be. I'm sorry, the upper bounds. And you can see we get 3, 39, 93, and so on. So what that means is that the first class should have a frequency of 3. So if we come over here to our histogram, and if I hover the cursor over the first class, well, you can see I have a count of 3. See that 3 right there? Well, the next one should be 39. So if I go to class 2, wait, it's 38. But wait, it's 39 over here. But over here, it's 38. Okay, that's the problem. Over here, it's 93. Over here, I think it's 93 as well. Okay, it's 93, so it's the same. Class 4 should be 82. Over here, class 4 is 82. Okay, that matches. Class 5 is 20. And over here, class 5 is 19. Okay, so it's a little off. So if you happen to notice this disparity, so here it's 2, over here it's 4. If you happen to notice this disparity, I'm telling you it's not your fault. Okay, you could do everything right, and your histogram frequencies for each class won't always match the frequencies using the frequency function, and they should. All right. Here, it's a very subtle difference. Here's another example where the difference is a lot more pronounced. So here in this first class, the frequency should be 678. But then when I make a histogram using the same data, I get 672. Then the next should be 205, but the next class is 208. Okay, then it should be 64, and here it's 67. So here it's a lot more evident that the classes in the histogram don't match the classes in the frequency table that we made earlier. So as recording this video, um, this is February 1st, 2026. This is still a problem. And again, this only exists in Google Sheets, not in Microsoft Excel. So what should you do? what you should do is in MyOpenMath, when you do the problem in MyOpenMath that I made for you, report these values as I have stated in the MyOpenMath video. Okay, report these. Do not report the numbers in this histogram graph because these numbers in the histogram graph won't match that of the MyOpenMath numbers. Okay, the MyOpenMath numbers are going to look exactly like those here in this table. Now, what I would like you to do, though, is to go ahead and use this graph in your project report. Okay, I will know that it's Google Sheets' error and not yours, that the histogram doesn't exactly match the frequency table here. Okay, and I want you going in knowing that that's the case. And I thought of different options about as far as how to handle this, but I think the best is just to continue to treat this like a histogram because I'd like you to know how to make histograms, but just know that there's this error involved. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.